Arbistal High School, it's Mr. Carrick. How is everybody doing? Just wanted to reach out to you guys, give you a little bit more information. I'm sure you guys are reading it in every outlet that's out there, but just wanted to hear some of this information straight from me and how it pertains to us at Arbistal High School. First, as we always do, I want to start with some good things. We were recognized for the 5th year in a row as a Capturing Kids' Hearts National Showcase School. That's a huge recognition, one of the few schools in the country that were one of the initial National Showcase schools, and just as a huge testament to everything you guys do that we're still in that showcase status 5 years later. So congratulations. If you are relatively new to Stall High School, maybe you aren't aware, that's some of our school culture initiatives. You may recognize it by our good things, our launches, and some of the other strategies that we use in class, our social contracts and whatnot. So just a huge part of the way we do things, and hopefully what you guys experience from that is a welcoming, warm environment when you're in Stall High School. That's what we strive for, to make that welcoming environment. And you guys respond and thrive and have just done tremendously being ambassadors of that school culture and our Capturing Kids' Hearts program as well. So thank you guys. Now let's touch base with some of the changes that have been upcoming. So our state superintendent and governor announced yesterday that they were going to keep South Carolina schools closed through the remainder of the school year. Of course, that applies to us as one of the schools in South Carolina, so we will not be returning physically to our school buildings today or the rest of this year. What we will do is continue our e-learning through the rest of the year. So they're not shortening the school year by any days. We will continue until our last day, that first week in June. That'll be our last week of school, the same calendar that we were following before. One change that we discussed as a school community is we will probably end additional information, new units, like we normally would do around the May 15th deadline. So for our seniors, you guys that are listening, that's your last day. Seniors will finish their courses by May 15th. The rest of us will probably stop new content at that point, and then we'll just work on, especially in this e-learning environment, time to catch up and filter through and make sure we've got everything done and situated in those next couple weeks before the end of the school year. So that's just a little look at how that's going to go, because at this point we are planning on now finishing out the year in our e-learning environment. So if I could speak specifically to you seniors, you guys heard earlier this week the superintendent of Charleston County Schools, Dorita Postlewaite, had posted a couple different options pending whatever the state and the governor had decided. So because they closed for the remainder of the year, that's going to revert us back to our Plan B. So we will be looking for that first week in first week in June to be doing a virtual graduation of sorts. Not a lot of information or details. We're beginning that planning process of what that's going to look like, how we can celebrate and honor our class of 2020, but do know that plans are moving forward. Some of you guys have reached out to me to see the details or specifics. We do know that we wanted that to be the case so that we don't drag out into the middle or end of the summer what's happening with graduation. We'll be able to have that virtual graduation and commencement exercise right there in that normal time in that first week in June. But what we will do is begin planning for how we can gather and celebrate for a graduation ceremony as soon as it's safe to do so. So we're going to be kind of working still for both because we want to have that more traditional commencement exercise as soon as it's safe and possible for us to do so. So just wanted to give you most of those pieces of information. Prom, like our graduation, is going to be canceled. If we're not in school and we can't have graduation, then prom at the date that we schedule it back to, May 28th, was not going to be able to happen as well. I do think we've secured a date in June, and again, it'll just be kind of a wait and see once they start opening up and allowing large gatherings. So we have, again, pushed that into the summer, hoping to be able to keep some of those memories and moments alive for you guys to honor this class of 2020. So for all of our grades, for all of our classes, for all of our school community, just continue to know that our teachers are out there working. They're producing great content. They're trying to engage with you. Ask that you continue working hard, going to bed on time, get up on time, get engaged in your classes. Let's finish all of these classes strong as we find information to come about any programs that we may be able to offer over the summer. We'll get that information out as well. We are thinking and figuring out how can we work to minimize any negative impact and maximize the opportunity that we've got. So we miss you guys. Hopefully you saw the video that we put together. A lot of our staff were able to get involved with that. We miss you. We love you. We can't wait to get back together with you. It won't be for the remainder of this school year. Hopefully this summer we'll see you, and definitely when we get back in the fall. It'll be a joy for us all to be back together. So, miss you, love you. Talk to you guys soon. Remember, it's a great day to be a warrior.